Hello, everybody, and welcome to Overcoming Mum Guilt. Tonight, I'm briefly going to explain some key concepts behind why I perceive that many mothers have mum guilt, and then we will dive into an energy clearing. So often, when I speak to people who have severe mum guilt, the things that tend to come up is how they're made to feel. And when they look at other people's lives and their lives, they come to conclusions that what they are doing for their children is either wrong, they put it into question, they doubt themselves, they look at what the masses of parents are doing, especially mothers, and then looking at what they're doing and then often going into the wrongness of it. So one of the main things that comes up is your comparison to other mothers and looking at what they're doing, how their baby's doing, all because we have a system of measuring children and their abilities and suggesting that if a child is not developing in a certain way, there's something wrong with them. And if they're, if there's a delay in some way, shape, or form, we go into the wrongness of it rather than acknowledging you, your child, and their journey and your journey. And if you start to withdraw from other people's projections, expectations, and conclusions, and simply get present with you, your child, or children, the energy shifts very quickly. So, in this clearing tonight, I would like you to bring forth the energy within you that makes you go into judgment, that makes you look at other people and decide the way that you're doing, your being, your child's being, your child's doing is wrong, which then makes you go into the wrongness of you. What expectations have been projected onto you that have made you conclude you're doing something wrong? And then doubting your ability or doubting your capacity as a mother. So all of the energy that brings up, I'd like to invite you to bring it into our clearing session in a moment, but also bring in with your awareness, where does your mum guilt get triggered? Is it when you're with other mums? Is it when you're with your mother-in-law? Is it when you're with your mother? Is it when you can see aspects of people that you've tried not to be, mainly your parents, within you in your parenting? And there's a strong presence of that energy there. So I'm going to ask to begin with if we can send that some unconditional love. And what I would like to do is just flip all of that I've said to give you a perspective from my experience, but also a slightly more enlightened point of view, in the sense that if you have mild or even severe mum guilt, you have not yet acknowledged the gift that you are to your child. You have not acknowledged that your child at a soul level, spiritual level, energetic level, has chosen you as their mother to guide them on this physical experience here on planet Earth. And if that wasn't the case, if you weren't the best mother for them, they simply would have gone somewhere else. Now, that was something that I perceived and believed way before I had my son. And it was more evident to me when I did have my son, because in any given moment, even if I was having a day that I perceived was one of my worst days, I still trusted that it was the best for his experience, for his life lessons, his journeys, etc. And also perceived that if he required me to disrupt my regular process of how I would approach something and respond or react in a way which was out of my norm in raising him, I also trusted that that was what he required for his journey. And he required that difference from me as a contribution to his experience. So, for example, if I've ever got to the point where I've shouted, and not really shouted, but placed a tone of telling off, it's more than likely, well, there's different parts to it, but the first part being that he wasn't able to accept my mindful, gentle parenting, kind way of instructing him. So he didn't listen, didn't follow the guidance, didn't hear the message until I changed my tone, interrupted that, cut the action in which he was doing for him to find the place to know that this is what I meant. And I've never gone into the wrongness of it. I've simply acknowledged that that's clearly what he required from me in that moment, even if I didn't like it. But I haven't judged myself for doing that. And I share that with you so that you can look at all the times in which you have been in a good space, good energy, and been able to handle whatever your child has thrown at you really well, really gently and positively, as you might say. But in that capacity, they haven't still been able to receive you well. Your intervention has still required a shift, but it just hasn't impacted you emotionally in that way. Whereas if you are having a not so great day, you're not feeling good, you've woken up to it, bad news or anything. I mean, it's not hard to see something negative as soon as you go on social media, if that's the kind of thing that you do. um you know there there are thousands upon thousands of impressions of toxic or negative influences, that if your day has started in that energy, that and you've not been able to show up in a way that you would like with your child or children, the way you respond to their demands, their tantrums, their processes is completely different. Now, the thing is that regardless of how you wake up, what is more significant is how you're responding, reacting, and judging to yourself and your experience, which then exacerbates the guilt, because then you look back and go towards the end of the day and have this regret that I wish I'd done things different and blah, 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 the stories that come with it. Now, we will go into the energy clearing now, but what I'd like to summarize here is it's really the time and space for you to begin to acknowledge the gift that you are to your child, the gift that you are to your children, the gift that you are to your family, and the gift that you are to you that you may not be tapping into. And what tends to happen is we use and manipulate energy around having guilt to prevent you from doing what you're more than capable or more than able to do. Now, when I say manipulate is not this bad thing that people overuse. It's simply resculpting something. And you're either resculpting it in a way that's positive and a contribution to you, or you're resculpting life in a way that's detrimental to you. Now, fundamentally, to be well as a mother, you have to be nourished, you have to be nurtured, and you need to have support. Now, where you project, where that support, nurturing, and nourishment comes from, can be the very places that you're not getting it from because you have the expectations that that's where you can get it from, which is not the absolute truth. And when you begin to receive more of the nourishment, the nurturing, and the support from wherever it can show up, your cup is filled, you're nurtured, you're well. That transfers to your children. And then you begin to trust more of their experience, you trust more of yours and your ability to guide them. Now, just to bring some emphasis to the child or children, they chose you to be their parent. There is no one, absolutely no one, better than you for them. There is no better mother. There is no replacement for them. You are the number one. And until you really understand that you are the apple of that child's eye, through that love, divine, unconditional love, the guilt will stick around. And in this space, I invite you to let go of needing to feel guilty, of needing to identify with guilt, and begin to trust your process, begin to trust you as a mother, begin to trust yourself as a woman, and the power and the intuition and the capacity you have for these incredible beings. So, with that being said, I would like to invite you to now get comfortable. We're going to do a guided meditation and an energy clearing where I will take you into a theta brainwave. From this space, I will begin to receive downloads and guided, channeled affirmations. If you've perceived that this is the right energy for you, simply say yes to receive the download, and I will witness that change shifting in your body and reality so that you can move forward in an energy that you would love to be in. So I may say something along the lines of, can we teach you what it feels like to receive divine unconditional love? And if you would like that, simply say yes. You're not required to say that out loud, but permission is required in order for me to witness that change within you. Okay, so if you would now like to close your eyes and take a nice, long, deep breath in. And when you've breathed in as much as you can, inhale a little bit more. And then exhale through your mouth. Take a nice, long, deep breath in. Inhale again. And exhale through your mouth. I would now like to invite you to bring your awareness into your heart space. and simply acknowledge the space of your heart, the energy that is truly you, as it begins to expand through your body, beyond your body, and into your auric field. Now witnessing this energy expanding down through all the layers of Mother Earth into the core of Mother Earth, where you meet a ball of bright pearlescent light. Connect your energy into this light, wrap around it and through it as you gently begin to draw it up into the soles of your feet, flowing through your body, nourishing every cell and molecule as it flows up through your chakras, lighting up each one along the way. As that light now travels through the top of your head, expanding out beyond your body and expanding into the space that you're in, forming a portal of light all around you. Now allow yourself to move up and through this portal of light, that takes you out of this planet into space, through our galaxy, into the universe, beyond all galaxies and beyond. Keep on moving through all space until you come into a pearl white iridescent light. Go beyond anything you have ever gone beyond before. This is the energy of the true divine creator, the energy of pure, unconditional love. Allow yourself to truly be receiving this love, this space and energy, where there are no judgments, criticisms, expectations. There is simply unconditional love. And from this space, I would like to invite you to ask all parts of you to come into this true divine light, to receive the healing that you and all parts of you require at this time. And if it's okay with you, can we release any wayward spirits, any entities or energies of darkness that may have been surrounding you, your body, your life, your reality, your family, your children, your home, and have them all called into the true divine light to be released and revoked from you now, resolving all contracts, agreements, for them to be nil and void and resolved in the true divine light. And here I'll make the request. True divine creator, it is requested that any form of mum guilt is released and resolved in your true divine light, restoring self-awareness, self-acceptance, self-appreciation for each and every one listening to this. Thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done, and so it is. First of all, can we begin by releasing all of the times where you have had potent judgment, condemnation, criticism, and attack of yourself by yourself, and bring it all into the true divine light to be released and resolved now. And all and any attack that you have experienced, either directly or indirectly, since becoming a mother, that has generated guilt within you. Is it okay if we release and revoke all that trauma now into the true divine light and replace it with unconditional love? And anywhere you were made to feel wrong and then brought those judgments and conclusions as true and real for you, can we now lift, pull, cancel, and release them all into the true divine light? Have it resolved on all levels and mark it as done and complete. And anywhere guilt has arisen from projections of your experience as a child, is it okay if we now teach you and all parts of you that your childhood experience is over? You are safe, you are secure, You are a grown, powerful woman, that you know how to be the true woman you be without society's projections and expectations of what it means to be a woman or a mother. And can we bring all of that into the true divine light and resolve it on all levels? And anywhere you decided that you would have to align and agree with the beliefs and experiences of other mothers, can we release and revoke everything that's holding that in place? And all of the virtues you've been obtaining through aligning and agreeing with other mothers, which has actually created undesirable experiences for you, can we release and revoke all of that into the true divine light and resolve it on all levels? And anywhere you're trying to do this reality's way of mothering, which is so far from what you truly know within you, in your intuition of how to mother your child, can we release anything that does not allow you to do and be the true gift of you as a mother? And all of the ways that you're finding reasons to judge yourself, to make yourself wrong, to make other people right, your children bad and their children good, can we now release and revoke all of that, all the cords, attachments, agreements that have kept you holding that in place, and have it resolved and dissolved through and with the true divine light? Anything that has not allowed you to see and acknowledge the gift that you be as a mother to your child or children, can we release it all into the true divine light and dissolve it on all levels? And anything that does not allow you to perceive the value in your children's experiences, regardless of how you judge them as right or wrong, can we release everything that that is and bring in true divine perspective and awareness of your child and your child's journey? And is it okay if we now bring in unconditional love to and through you to your child or children, so that you and them can be released of all toxic drama, all toxic experiences, and have it resolved through the true divine light? And anywhere the intensity of guilt has weakened your connection with your child, is it okay if we release that guilt now into the true divine light and have it replaced with true divine connection with you and your child or children? Anywhere you have unknowingly given others permission to be in the way of your connection with your child or children through the utilization of guilt, can we release and revoke all of that into the true divine light and resolve it on all levels? So all of the ways that you have diminished you, your capabilities, your kindness, your love, your compassion, your potency, and the gift that you be, in order to validate other women around you, including your mother and your mother-in-law. Can we now release and revoke all of that into the true divine light? Restore your power, restore your awareness to and through the true divine creator. And now mark these lessons as done and complete. And anywhere you decided that holding other people's projections, judgments, expectations of you that has resulted in mum guilt as a way of showing your respect or loyalty or any other virtues you've been obtaining through this process, is it okay if we now lift, pull, cancel, and release it all into the true divine light? And can we mark it as done and complete on all levels and in all languages, across all dimensions, time, space, realities, and in all languages? And can we download you with what it feels like to be respectful of yourself and others without invalidating you and your awareness? And can we download you with the true divine perspective of loyalty, and that you know how to be loyal to yourself in honoring yourself, and that as you do so, you have the ability to honor others, their points of views and awareness without having to align and agree with them to prove that you are loyal. So can we now show you through the true divine light that you can honor your child's journey or your children's journey, respect and acknowledge them and you in the choices that you all make without making it right or wrong, good or bad, and aligning you now with the true divine perspective that you can have unconditional love for the day that has been. Acknowledge the gift that it has been, releasing all judgments of that which has not been, and trusting that everything that has been is best for you and your child's journey. And any trauma, grief, or sadness, or sorrow in these experiences, can we ask for them to be healed as much as possible at this time and have them resolved in unconditional love? So I would now like to invite you to witness the true divine golden elixir pouring in through your crown chakra, down through your body, cleansing all and any toxic heavy metals from your body, rinsing any lies, stories, or distortions that have held this mum guilt in your life, your body, your reality. And witness this golden elixir as it enters to your third eye and pineal glands, brightening them up, witnessing that golden elixir coming into your throat chakra, rebalancing and clearing out any stagnant energy, releasing any bitterness, hatred, anger, or resentment that you have not been able to express. And allow this golden elixir to remove it all. Now witness this elixir moving into your heart chakra, releasing any grief, sadness, or sorrow. Knowing that it is safe for you to let go, to surrender any burdens, any hurt, pain, and any guilt that you've locked in to your heart chakra. And let it all go. Now witness this elixir flowing into your solar plexus, rebalancing your stomach, your liver, your kidneys, releasing all pressure and any additional filters that you've put in place to filter out every aspect of your life, to overanalyze, to judge. Allow this golden elixir to resolve all of that for you now. As this elixir now flows to your sacral chakra, around your navel, restoring your connection with you, with your higher self, with your power, your intuition, your knowing through this sacred space. Now witness that energy wrapping around your uterus, rebalancing after having birthed your child or children, and filling up that space with pure, unconditional love through this divine golden elixir. Releasing anything that has been locked or remains stagnant in this space. Now witness that divine golden elixir coming into your root chakra, replenishing your excretory systems, your sexual systems, and releasing everything that no longer serves you, that has bound to you in some way, shape, or form. Now witness this elixir moving through your hips, down your thighs, into your knees, your legs, your ankles, into your feet. Now pushing out all of these blocks and stagnant energies out of your body, out through the soles of your feet, and giving all of this potent energy to Mother Earth for her to fertilize and give back through the soil. And witness this elixir through you going back into that pearlescent light at the core of Mother Earth, where you are reminded of your divinity, your power and intuition as a woman, the wisdom that you have access to as a mother, that you can honor and acknowledge the wisdom of Mother Earth that is always here to support you on your journey. That Mother Earth recognizes you as a mother, and that you are and know how to be supported through this true divine energy. Now witness her true divine energy flow back up through you into all that is, rebalancing your body, your mind, and soul for you to remember the gift that you are as a mother, as a woman, and that now is the time and space, and that it is safe for you to truly be the gift that you be. Take a nice deep breath in and blow out. And you may still want to keep your eyes closed as I simply invite you to bring to your awareness what your desires are for you, how you would like to be, how you would like to feel, what you would like to show up in your life, without questioning it, without analyzing it, but simply being aware of what you desire. Continue to take some nice deep breaths in and exhale. Give yourself a hug. Hold your body. Honor that gift of you as an incredible mother, an incredible woman, doing one of the most difficult jobs on this planet. You're doing great. And now it's time for you to see and acknowledge that for yourself. Thank you for being here this evening and in this space. And if any of you have any questions or anything arises, please feel free to reach out at us, either at really.simply.you@gmail.com, or there's Instagram or Facebook, which is Really Simply You. So for now, take care, and wishing you all a lovely space and time ahead.